Speaker. First, I want to begin by thanking my good friend. As always, he's a thoughtful and reflective speaker, even when we disagree on certain things. Look, the process in front of us is undoubtedly going to go longer than we originally anticipated. I don't think that's a bad thing. I actually think that's a good thing. And I suspect we will, in the end, have more votes on a whole variety of issues than we might have originally had. Again, I don't think that's a bad thing. That's broadly allowing the House within defined parameters to work its will as we work toward a solution. And I think we'll ultimately get there. I also remind my friend that however a bill changes here, it's going to change again. The NDAA, by its very nature, is, at the end of the day, on final passage, a bipartisan bill. So I would just suggest to people not get too upset, get too worried. You're going to see the House very vigorously debating a whole variety of issues. That's good for the institution. And I think at the end of the day, the House will work its will and will pass an NDAA bill out of here. And then, at some point, we'll sit down and conference it with the Senate, and it'll come back, and we'll have another pretty vigorous debate. So what we're seeing is a pretty robust democracy working its will, and a pretty robust House of Representatives working its will. So with that, I would just urge folks today will be a pretty bipartisan discussion. Most of the amendments indeed have been agreed to by both sides, but they need to be fully aired and debated. We think that's a good thing. I suspect it'll be a somewhat more contentious debate later on in the process, but the process will work out. And at the end of the day, I'm confident we'll pass an NDAA bill. At the end of the day, I'm confident that once the bill is signed, worked with the Senate, signed by the President, it will, as most NDAA bills are, be a bipartisan bill. With that, Mr. Speaker, I reserve the balance of my time.